On Thanksgiving, my sister found out I had $12 million, and my whole family's attitude toward me changed overnight. For years, I was the quiet one, the one who worked late, skipped vacations, and sent money home when someone needed help. Nobody ever asked how I was doing. They just assumed I'd always be there, the responsible one. That Thanksgiving, I'd planned a simple dinner at my house. Turkey, mashed potatoes, laughter, and peace. I wanted, for once, to feel like family again. My parents arrived early, my sister Laura came with her husband, and my younger brother Jason walked in last, already holding a beer and his usual arrogance. The first hour was calm, almost pleasant. Then Laura started snooping. She'd gone to get more wine and came back with my laptop in her hand. "What's this, big brother?" she said, her tone dripping with curiosity. I froze. On the screen was an email from my financial advisor, something I'd carelessly left open. It mentioned the final balance of the trust fund I'd set up after selling my tech company last year, $12.4 million. The room went silent. Forks stopped midair. My mother blinked. "12 million, she whispered. Jason laughed bitterly. "You're kidding, right? You've been sitting on that while we've been struggling." I tried to explain, but Laura slammed the laptop shut. "We asked for help when we needed money for the kids' school, and you said you couldn't afford it," she shouted. "You lied to us." My father's eyes narrowed. "You always thought you were better than us, didn't you?" he said, his voice cold. My stomach twisted. I wasn't better than them, I just wanted to be independent, to live without being used. But they didn't care. That night turned into an ambush. Every word from them was filled with resentment and greed. "You could pay off Jason's debt," my mom said. "Buy Laura a bigger house," my dad added. "It's only fair, we're family." I sat there in disbelief, staring at the people who were supposed to love me. They didn't see me, only dollar signs. When I finally spoke, my voice was calm but heavy. "I worked for that money. I slept in my car when I started my business. None of you called me back then. Now suddenly I'm your favorite person." Jason slammed his fist on the table. "Stop acting like you earned everything alone. We're your blood." I stood up, pushing my chair back slowly. "Exactly, my blood. But you've treated me like an ATM, not a brother." Laura started crying, though I could tell it wasn't guilt, it was frustration. "So what, you're just gonna keep it all for yourself?" she hissed. "What happened to family?" "Family doesn't demand," I said quietly. "They support." The tension was suffocating. My mom muttered something about how money changes people, and that was the last straw. I grabbed my coat and said, "You're right, Mom. Money doesn't change people. It shows who they really are." I left them there, mouths open, surrounded by untouched food and broken silence. 4 weeks, no one called. Then one morning, I received a message from a lawyer. Apparently, my family had banded together to sue me, claiming I'd promised to share my inheritance. The absurdity of it made me laugh at first, but then anger crept in. I hired the best attorney I could find. The case didn't last long. The judge dismissed it immediately. But I didn't feel relief. I felt grief, the kind you feel when you lose people who are still alive. Months later, on the next Thanksgiving, I didn't set a table or roast a turkey. I donated $1 million to a local shelter instead, in my sister's kids' names, quietly, anonymously. That night, as I sat by the fireplace, my phone buzzed. It was a message from Laura. "I'm sorry," she wrote. "We were wrong." I stared at the screen for a long time before replying, "I forgive you, but I'm not coming back." The truth was, money didn't ruin my family, greed did. And as I turned off my phone and listened to the fire crackle, I realized that peace, not wealth, was the real fortune I'd been chasing all along.